One.
Cool. So, you guys are all fairly new to White Moon Cove. There's a giant gala kind of going on, a celebration for the defeat of the Deepblunt Arc. Everywhere is just covered in pendants and banners. You know, people are kind of slopping around, being drunk, having a good time. The six of you have kind of all congregated in front of this very small gnome who is standing on a box. He's looking out and he's gauging the crowd. He's one of the festival attendees rather. He says, "Welcome, welcome. Come try Felonius's puzzle lock. There is a great surprise on the other side. You there, yes, you, and you too. Why don't you all come and give it a try?" You all kind of acquiesce, being in the spirit of it, and approach this table with him. He kind of hops up on another box so everybody can see down upon it. "I will quickly run over the rules and then we shall begin, okay?" He pulls apart one of the covers and he shows you this weird locking mechanism. And he's like, "As you can see, the middle part has 4 symbols upon it, and each one of these dials too has symbols upon it. You may, during your turn, rotate one of these 45 degrees like this." I don't know why I didn't share, but I put up a quick vote so you guys can make sure that I know that you can see the map before I go on a tirade. If it seems like it's overly gray, I've only got a small section of it exposed, so if you kind of mouse wheel out a little bit, you might be able to see the exposed section. I'll attempt to make it larger in case that helps. So still only 2 people?
I can't see anything.
I see a puzzle table.
I've got it now.
I see like the top part of it.
If you scroll out a little bit down in the center of it, there should be a lock.
Oh, I see it now.
If you hold control and then hold left click, you can actually change the size of it, and then you can zoom in and zoom out to fix the rest.
Okay, if you can see it, make sure that you click on the CMAP thing so I can make sure.
What?
In the chat, there is a vote. Click on the little circle that is highlighted for you until there is a check mark. So I've got 5 of 6. Is there anybody here that can't see it? Alright, so he's pulled back and he's like, "As you can see in the middle here, there is a locking mechanism. There is 4 symbols with colors upon the cross here. Each of these little dials has symbols itself. Your job is to match colors. So as you see here, the northmost one or the topmost one is green, and the leftmost one or the westmost one is blue. What you wish to do is try and take one of these dials. You may rotate it 45 degrees during your turn like this, or you may switch the dials out entirely like this during your turn. It will be timed, so no lollygagging, no looking over at your neighbors' puzzle locks themselves. Do you all understand the gist of what you are supposed to do here?
I think.
But
I hope so.
So we
So-
each have one of these locks. We don't have the same lock each one.
Yes, that is correct. So as long as you all understand, I shall give you about 30 seconds a turn. I will tell you when your time is about up and your time is up, and then I will pass your turn on to the next. Please do not move any of your tiles or shuffle any of your tiles upon not your turn. So only your turn, so please watch where you're sticking your little fingers, okay? So I shall reveal it all to you.
how do I rotate again?
Sorry.
How do you rotate to piece?
Out of character, you use your mouse wheel and you mouse over top of the dial and then rotate your mouse wheel and either go left or right. Just try not to move them too much because I gotta kind of track it all, so please
Okay.
be fair about this. As you see atop of each one of the crosses is a number that corresponds with the number that I have given you, and magically these little badges kind of like appear on your chest, and you see like your one, whatever, 1, 2, 5 or whatever, you see a corresponding thing. I would ask you all now, I guess I have it from all of you from before, but Sheep 3, if you could just give me an initiative roll. Let me know where you want to go in.
Oh. How do I do that?
Upon your sheep on the main page, there should be a square that says INI. You grab that and throw it into the chat window.
Wait, there's a what?
If you open up your sheep's character page, so if you click on
Oh, I
where it
got
says
it.
Sheep 3, right in the dead center of the page, says init. Underneath, there's a 0. If you grab that 0, drag it over to the chat window and drop it. Or I think you can double click on that.
I
There you
guys.
go. Perfect.
One question:
So-
Can you move these diagonally, or can you only move them horizontal and up and down?
Nope, you can move the dials to whatever position you want, but you can only do the one move per turn.
Yes, that's all I need to know.
I'm on a laptop, so I don't have a mouse scroll thing.
Doesn't
By
the
right clicking, you
hand
can also do it.
That too. I thought usually the mouse pad's on the very far end side or whatever. But yeah, try and function it, or just say out loud, "I'd like to rotate it counterclockwise." Bottom left one, rotate counterclockwise, and I'll do it for
Okay.
you. Alrighty, 30 seconds a turn. Good luck to all of you. And he points at sheep number 2. It says, "You are first, sir." 30 seconds. At the bottom, make sure you have your combat tracker. I'll actually do the combat tracker. So, sheep 2, 30 seconds, go.
So I can do one thing now, right?
Yes, rotate one piece 35 degrees or swap the dials over into a different position. Whoever's moving number 1's tiles, stop it.
Oh,
I
I
did-
thought
that
I was
wasn't
gonna
me.
go first. I was. Oh, sorry.
Yes,
I
there's
thought it was
number over top of
Yeah,
the
I
cross
saw that.
that correspond with your number. So do that one. You have
Alright.
10 seconds. Perfect. Listen for the ding. Sheep 4. You have 20 seconds, sheep 4.
How do I turn this?
With your mouse wheel.
I do not have a mouse wheel.
If you're the guy in the laptop, like I said, just say which way you'd like to turn it, and we'll do it for you.
The lower right one counterclockwise.
Clockwise?
Right there.
Perfect. Sheep 3, 30 seconds. That's you observe. Yep.
I got it.
Cool if you could say done, just to make sure that I know you're done, so I can move on as long as you have time. Thank you. Sheep 5.
Swapping place of bottom pieces. Done.
Awesome. Sheep 6. Okay. Sheep 1.
Finished.
Perfect. Just keep it mildly fair. Sheep 1, go again.
Okay. Could you rotate to the bottom right one anti-clockwise?
That way.
Thank you. Yep.
Perfect. Sheep 6. Awesome. Sheep 5.
Swapping top pieces.
Sheep 3. Did you rotate it or rotate it back? I only saw you move it half a thing. Observer. Observer.
I rotated it back. Sorry.
Is that your turn or did you just mess it up?
I messed it up.
Quick, rotate. Fast. Meow.
Done.
Sheep 4.
Top right one clockwise.
Like that, sir.
Yes.
Sheep 2.
Done.
Sheep 4. $20 seconds. Sheep 4. If you're talking, I can't hear you. 10 seconds. Sheep 4.
Sorry, top left one clockwise.
Cool. Sheep 3. She's a quick game, so make sure you're paying attention. $15 seconds. Sheep 3. $5 seconds. Sheep 3. Sheep 5.
Swapping position diagonally.
Sheep 6. Sheep 1.
Could you rotate the top left clockwise for me?
Like that, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Perfect. Sheep 6. Sheep 5.
Holy shit.
20 seconds. Sheep 5.
There we go.
Sheep 3.
I think I'm good.
Perfect. Sheep 4.
Swap lower left one with upper right one.
Like that.
Yes.
Sheep 2. Also, if you believe you're done, just make sure to tell me so I can check it quick.
Done.
You're done your turn or done time? Done your turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Sheep 4.
Top right one clockwise.
Like that.
Yes.
Perfect. Sheep 3.
Oh, 3. I'm done.
Sheep 5.
I'm done with my turn.
Sheep 6. You say done. Yeah. Okay. Sheep 1. Whoever sheep 6 is, your microphone's really, really quiet. I can barely hear you, man. Sorry, go ahead, sheep 1.
Could you do top right anti-clockwise? No.
Still clockwise?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, that way. Thank you.
Must be from Australia. Sheep
Maybe.
6. "20-second sheep 6.
Done with the puzzle.
Okay, I will check that. That's good. That's good. You have 2 of them that are not the correct color, sir.
Oh yeah, I'm done as well. Sorry.
You have 2 of them that are correct, and then 2 of them that are incorrect. So, all right, good swap. Sheep 5.
I am correct with the puzzle. Or I'm
You
done
are
with
correct with the
I'm-
puzzle, sir.
I am done with the puzzle.
Awesome. Sheep 3.
I'm done.
You can put the word first in chat.
Alright.
But I was first.
No sheep. Like I said, you have to please differentiate. Sheep
I was
3.
complete with-
Yeah, you're complete. Sheep 3. You have 1 that is not correct.
Oh, I do.
The bottom left one is not, or sorry, bottom right one is not correct.
Bottom right.
30 seconds starting meow.
Wait, how's the bottom right not correct?
Here, I'll blow it up a little more. Can you see the difference?
No.
The symbol shape itself is completely different and the color is completely different. 20 seconds, 3.
Wait, why can't I see that? Wait,
top
why does it
one.
look the same for me?
The top one.
The top one?
The
Yeah,
same
top
for me.
one. The right symbol on the cross is not the same as the top one on your circle.
Wait, it looks the same to me. Wait,
You
what?
What? It is a hooked arrow to the left, I dot on the cross.
That's what I see for her symbol on her dial too.
Yeah.
No, that's not it for me.
Okay, just make sure everybody can see this. The bottom one is obviously green. It's almost a sickle color. The right-hand one is yellow, and it looks kind of like an arrow pointing to the left. The dial itself, look at the colors, look at the symbols. They are not lined up. I will give you 10 seconds to correct it, and then sadly I have to move on.
I don't
looks-
get it. What about the dial? Uh, I think I might get it.
And sheet 4?
Bottom left, clockwise. Bottom left,
Okay.
clockwise.
Yeah, sorry, I was just resizing her thing for her. Bottom left clockwise? Like that, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Sheep 2.
Done.
Sheep 4.
Done.
You're not rotating anything?
Rotating. I'm done.
You are not complete the puzzle, sir.
What?
If you... Okay, everybody have another quick look at your thing. Every color has its own specific symbol. The symbols are not the same, and the colors are not the same. If your colors and symbols aren't lined up properly, you are not done. 30 seconds, sheep 4.
Okay, then top left counterclockwise.
You sure top left? Is what you mean, this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you done your turn, sir?
Yeah.
Sheep 3. If you're having trouble seeing your dials, you can bump them up a little bit. Sheep
What?
3, you are now officially done, so you may place second place in the chat.
Oh.
Sheep 6. You may place second place in the chat, Sheep 3.
Completed turn.
Turn 6. Sheep 1.
I'm finished, I believe.
Sorry, yeah, let me check you out. Sheep 1, correct? Good. You have one that is incorrect, sir.
What? I do not understand.
Do you guys, is it hard to see the dials? Like, please let me know what's...
I can't see what's wrong. It seems that I've matched up the right colors to the right places.
Yeah.
I
it's
realized my mistake.
correct to me as well.
So this looks correct to you guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
The blown up dial that I have versus the cross that is sitting there?
Does not look correct for me.
Looks correct to me, but I guess.
It's yellow to the left, which
15 seconds, sheep 1.
I've seen nothing wrong with it.
you have a blue towards the yellow and a green towards the blue on the right of the bottom
10
left.
seconds.
It's not like that for me though. For me, it's all correct. Like
Yeah,
what
for
he
me it's all
has.
correct.
And it's been the same for like number 3 as well.
I can screenshot it for you if you want, but it's correct for me.
If you'd like to, because yeah, no, it's definitely not correct to me.
Okay, I'll put it in Discord chat.
Cool. I don't know why fucking it would be like that. 6. Did yours look correct to you also?
It's in chat right now.
Mine looked right the first time, but I figured it was a shade thing.
Alright, I'll take a pause here for a second and
Screen just
This is the one I took.
Yeah.
Is
okay.
Yeah,
That
it's-
is really bizarre because yeah, that's not what I'm seeing on my end. So yeah, you put yourself down as being done. I apologize because that's not what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna assume sheep or 3 was actually first. So whoever the original first was,
I become second then.
sheep 3. Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I don't really care, but I'm pretty sure I was done like 4 turns ago. But I can fix it from here too, so that's fine.
No worries if you were like I'll get it in order. I didn't realize because literally it's not what I'm seeing on my end, which is bizarre. So
No worries.
you would be third. Sheep 1, you will be fourth. Were you before him? Do you figure?
I finished
I
last
think
one.
was yeah. So okay. So 1 you're done. 6 is done. 2 you're still going, and 4
Yeah.
you are done, right?
No, I realized what was wrong with it.
Oh, okay, so I will pull 6 off also. Sheep 2.
done with my turn.
Sheep 4.
Swap bottom left with top right.
Like that, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sheep 2, sir.
Okay.
Sheep 4.
Top right counterclockwise.
Like that.
Yes.
Okay, sheep 2 again.
So on my screen it's done now, but I don't know what you guys are seeing.
Sheep 2.
Screenshot to show us.
I will. Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind, because I can see if the bottom right one's rotated counterclockwise and the bottom left one is rotated counterclockwise, then yeah.
It's in the chat.
I see.
Yep, looks good. So place yourself in order.
Okay.
Yeah, the Twitch chat correct corresponds with what I see on my screen as well. This is weird.
That is bizarre. They're tokens, like they. I don't get it. Sorry about that, guys.
It should be 5th then.
Yeah. So I just need to document this quick. Who was third done? 6, right?
I don't know if
Sure.
I was third, but yeah, okay.
I think it went 6, 1, right?
Yep.
just for point totals anyway. 61, 2, and then all right, with the final snap, the puzzles all kind of push into the table, and it folds in upon itself. Oh, congratulations! Good job by all. It's like, now if you will step into the next part, we shall see how well your luck holds out. And he kind of ushers you forward into a small opening, like one of the little carnival tents that looks much too small to actually hold any number of people. Once you can all see the map, if you could stick your sheepy selves in the corresponding area with your number on it.
Cannot see the map currently. Everything is just gray.
Yep. Oh wait, now I can see it.
Within the cage, though. Throwing up a vote quick. So that's all 6 of you. Anybody not see the map? Okay. Who cannot currently see the map?
Any sheep who cannot see the map say aye.
Or bah?
I think. Hello?
Hey, Mooney.
No, someone disconnected and connected just as we asked the question.
Oh, sorry.
Can you see the map?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone can see the map.
Can everyone like move the map so they can see like the chat thing?
If you're having screen size issues, if you type in that /scale UI80, it'll shrink everything a bit and make your life a little easier. So as you kind of push your way into the small carnival tent, you blink and you blink a few times, and you kind of look around, and it's a good day. You know, you woke up, your wool is nice and thick, your friends are all around you. It's another great day in the stables here in the kennel. Normally around this time of day, your little sheep tummies get all grumbly, and that really nice guy who always shows up has that lovely sack of oats for you to munch on. He's a little behind today, so you kind of wander to and fro and nibble upon the grass, and you hear him coming. You hear that kind of shaking of that lovely little oat sack he normally carries. But this time around, he's carrying something a little extra with him.
Oh, Jesus.
So give me half a sec here.
Not so nice.
The friendliest farmer.
Great, we're being hunted by Leatherface. Yay!
My game crashed.
No worries, just Leatherface does that to people. Just relog yourself in.
I know it's a scale UI 80 that crashed my game.
Okay, once he gets back in, the scale shouldn't have had a problem. Usually works pretty flawless. I will take initiatives from everybody.
Wait, how many? Just one?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Waiting for sheep 3 and sheep 1, who I assume is Suck.
Yeah, I'm restarting.
Yeah, no worries.
Do I have
I
to
rolled
restart
it.
how much as well?
Nope.
Did I not roll it?
I don't have anything for you yet. So you just under where it says in it, grab the 0, or there's a little dice in the bottom left of that. Click, drag, drop. There you go. Just waiting for sheep 1. Might be a good time to quick grab a drink of water if it's directly next to you.
Connecting. I am in.
Okay. Be sure to
Where's my map?
roll your initiative. You take control of sheepy 1.
Okay, I'll roll my initiative now then.
Say that again.
I've rolled my initiative.
That you have. So sheep 4, normally as content in life as you are, you feel like there's something off a little bit today. Go about your second sheep life. So if you open your sheep's character sheet, and under the abilities, under the actions, choose an action. Hopefully you've read most of them, considering the downtime we had at the beginning. and can, do as you will. If you're having troubles there, to the right-hand side where it says powers, it'll say whichever one. To the far right, there's a magnifying glass. Click on that magnifying glass and open up the ability itself. To use the ability, click on the effects button, which is the little white man with the 3 stars above his head. There you go. And then if it requires you to roll anything, you'll see one in this particular case right underneath where the damaged lightning bolt is. Click on that. So 6, you will move 3 squares towards the 6 number on the map, taking the shortest route possible.
Oh, so that's how it works.
This is interesting.
So move yourself 3 blocks to the left, because you're going to the 6, so you wouldn't come off the fence. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Sheep 1.
Okay. Do I drag and drop the dice on the guy or in the chat box?
You can just click it, or if you want to, you can drag and drop it into the chat box.
Okay, I will use. So if I use hard, they'll all go in the same direction I'm going.
Yeah, if you're going to herd, everybody moves in the direction that you roll.
I use hard.
Now roll your d8. You should just be able to single click or double click the lightning bolt. 5, so everybody take 2 steps towards this 5 button right here. You stay within the...
I know.
Oh, I messed up.
I just had to re-add you to the combat tracker there, Pink Sheep. Alrighty, that's your turn. Sheep 6.
Meh.
Alrighty, Sheep 6 starts bleating, thus increasing his threat range. Sheep 3.
Okay.
I'm still unsure if this is survival or get yourself killed first scenario.
Who knows?
Sheep 3 is going to sheep off in her own direction. Sheep 2.
Yeah, just as you said my sheep name, I guess my whole map got halved basically, so I see more of the right side now, but the left side is missing some tiles. How do I fix that?
If you click down your middle mouse button and then drag it to the right, it should move the map to the left.
My middle mouse button is broken.
The bottom right corner, there should be a circular looking gray button with a circle in it. If you click on that and kind of drag it a bit, it'll move the map around too.
Ah, perfect. I've got it now. All right. All right. So now I can move in one direction, or
Yep, any direction you feel like.
all right.
Sheep 5. The non-pigmented sheep.
I know. I'm gonna herd.
Alrighty, so everybody head towards the 6, taking the shortest route possible.
By 2, right?
Yes, sir. So just for reference, if it comes up, sheep 4, yellow sheep, if you had to move towards the 6 again, you would go up around 5 and then back down. Always the shortest route possible. You just can't occupy the same square.
Because I am majorly fluffy, you can't go through me.
Oh, yeah. The friendly farmer looks around and sees that his sheep are kind of fleeing in all kinds of directions for some reason. Reaches out with his magical grain bag of goodness. Sheep 6. You hear the hypnotic sound of the grain bag, and you're unwillingly drawn one square towards the friendly farmer. He looks around and appraises his flock. His eyes settle down on sheep number 4, and with a run, fires up his chainsaw and starts to head towards sheep number 4.
For you.
Sheep 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna black sheep. I'm gonna take one step. There.
For some reason, it's not resolving. So everybody, when you're looking at the combat tracker, there should be an icon. I believe it's like a head or something you can click on. Just remove the old abilities from you, because I don't know why it's being like that. You can put the black sheep on, but just on your turn. So sheep 2.
I'm gonna black sheep, I guess. Can I go diagonally? I forgot.
Where's the combat tracker?
It's the sword top right corner. Yeah, it's your choice. Any direction you feel like.
Sweet. Okay. I'm done.
Okay, sheep 4. That grain bag's mighty tempting. Everybody move 2 squares
Sheep 4?
towards the 8.
Towards which square?
The 8, top left corner.
2, right?
Yep, and then one more up for you there, yellow. Perfect. Sheep 6. Sheep 6 bleats his little face off. Sheep 1.
Um, I use black sheep.
Okay, sheep 3.
Is number 3 a open gate or something?
There's no escape. But it is a gate,
Cool.
yes. It's just sheep love and grain to be had in here.
Can we roll acrobatics and jump over the fence?
You can sure try. So you may wander 3 squares towards the number 2 there, sheep 3. Her sheepish gamble is paid off.
And done.
The friendly farmer looks around, shakes his grain bag invitingly. Sheep 1, take an unwitting step towards love. Come on, sheep 1. There you go. He looks around and takes some steps towards sheep number 1.
No.
As he's going by, he reaches down and pets sheep number 4 with his chainsaw just a little bit. No. Sheep 2, you're first up.
All right. I guess I'll do the black sheep again, then.
Okay.
Okay.
Sheep 5.
We are all in a herd, so we're gonna herd. Everybody to 3.
I'm so dead.
3 straight to the east, so move yourself straight that way.
What? How did I happen to come up a path? Someone's sheeping.
Yes, there was a bunch of sheep
Oh, wait, it's
collisions.
supposed to be like a...
Everybody's moved 2. Alright. Sheep 1.
You know what? Got nothing to lose, so I'm just gonna do the herd again.
No. No. I don't like that sound at all.
Did you herded or black sheep for 1?
So everyone needs to go towards 8.
Everybody 2 squares towards 8.
Also, can I make an acrobatics check or not?
You can sure try.
Okay, I'll do that now.
So the friendly farmer looks down, and what does he spy? It's sheep number 6.
Is that good?
Sheep 4 total.
And sheep number Let's see. So try as you might, sheep number 1, you just kind of press yourself up against the boards and bleat a little more. Sheep 4. Sheep number 6. As you leave, a kind of a sad, little sad smile crosses the friendly farmer's face. And he reaches down to share his love with you, and you just explode in just a pile of sheepy guts and parts.
Bah.
Goodbye, old friend.
Sheep 3.
Uh,
Sheep 3
And I'm
wanders off. The friendly farmer casts his gaze around, his bag of goodies being shook again. So sheep 5. Alright, you're already at
I'm
his
right
feet.
next to him.
He shakes his little bag, you bleat and look up expectingly, waiting for that tasty grain.
Give it the grade, stupid farmer.
And he reaches down and chainsaws poor sheep little 5 a bit.
oh, jeez.
Actually, he chainsawed himself. I didn't take any damage. Darn.
Okay, I'm gonna run an acrobatics check. Is that enough to jump the fence?
Try as you sheepily might, you just can't seem to get yourself up and over the fence.
Oh god. I'll use a black sheep then. I finished my turn.
Okay.
Can I try and, like, headbutt the fence?
As Matt Mercer loves to say, you most certainly can try.
Cool. What? Do I roll, or does it just not work?
Give me a strength check.
Ooh.
Nice, your little sheep legs churning up the mud as you bring your considerable strength to bear, pushing and pushing, but unfortunately, this is a very well built fence.
Darn, he knew what he was doing.
Someone try doing an insight check, maybe?
Mm,
Sorry, can you say that again? My wife was talking to me.
I was
What
saying if
ability?
someone could do an insights check or something to see if there's anything in the farm we can like pick up on.
No. You're just you're not that intelligent, unfortunately, as a sheep.
Disarm the farmer. Use the chainsaw against him.
Maybe we could get him to chainsaw the fence somehow.
take the dodge action.
If you're going to play an ability, please speak.
Oh, I think I'm done.
What ability did you use?
Alright, I didn't do that. I'll wander.
Seven, please, 7.
So with a happy bleat being dissuaded and unable to make your way out, you remember exactly how tasty that grain sack that the farmer normally carries is. And you wander over to him with loving eyes, and he reaches down and instead gives you a little bit of chainsaw. Sheep 2.
Yeah, I might herd them.
No.
What?
No.
Yeah, but she's not dead yet, right? Maybe I can, like, walk a little
Okay,
bit.
that's true.
Oh, do I have to roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Everybody
3.
take 2 steps towards the number 3. With kind of a wistful look in his eye, the friendly farmer watches sheep 3 start to walk away. Bye bye, sheep, and gives you a little pat on your back as you're leaving.
What happened to the 2d6 damage I took?
No, the 2d6 is for him to move.
Oh, alright.
Sheep number 4.
I can't seem to find my abilities.
Their
Action tab.
character sheet action tab. The bottom under powers.
Okay, I see it.
Okay, sorry. So you sheep off a little bit. Just dealing with something quick. The friendly farmer, oops, wrong one, shakes his grain bag a bit. Sheep 3, you hear the sound. It's behind you. It's that lovely, tasty grain sack again. Take 1 step unwittingly towards the friendly farmer. Yeah, sheep, sheep, sheep.
Ah,
And he loves you so much he delicately shaves off a little of that extra heavy wool that you're carrying that's making you a little too hot. He looks around and can't see who he is looking for. The first one, second dice, he looks down at the poor little sheep upon his feet, who looks way, way, way too hot in her heavy woolen coat, and shaves off just a little bit more. Sheep 3.
Uh, I think I'll wander again.
Alright. Again, that kind of sad look upon his face as you attempt to leave him. He reaches out one last time to give you that good sheep little pat. And with the spraying of blood that coats the majority of sheep number 1 in the front of his freshly laundered apron, unfortunately, sheep 3 has fallen. Sheep 4. Okay, roll for your herd. Everybody move to north.
Sorry, I meant to do that.
Okay, sheep 2.
Right. I guess I'll just black sheep then. Okay.
Alright, his breath quickening, his muscles trembling, his mouth just salivating at the thought of fresh mutton. It appears the friendly farmer is moving just a wee bit faster, and his bag of goodies is just a wee bit more tempting. Sheep 1, take 2 steps towards the friendly farmer. As he gazes out, his eyes latch upon the cutest little pink sheep he has ever seen, who is now currently walking towards him, seeing as his current old target was dead. He ignores the 3s and goes for the 1. He stumbles forward, just love pouring off his chainsaw. Sheep number 1.
Okay. So, can I use persuasion on the farmer?
Sure.
Oh shit.
You look up into the friendly farmer's eyes, your big old eyes just dewy with tears, and you let out a little sad, yeah. He looks shaken a little bit. He looks down at you, and his eyes kind of mist over a little bit. And what would you like to do with your action?
I want to divert his aggro onto me, onto another sheep. I want to be untargetable for the next round.
Still got to use an ability.
Okay, I'll do that as well. Can we kill the farmer?
If you want to try and headbutt him.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So you kind of charge forward a little bit and, just kind of smack into his leg, giving him that little bit of a headbutt. That weird kind of misty sensation, that mistiness you saw in his eyes, almost that nostalgia where he remembered how much he loves you, kind of disappears and is hardened into a thirst for mutton chops yet again.
Oops.
And one job.
Now, take an action, please.
Oh, action, yeah, sure. I will.
Not to seem hurried, but my mother-in-law is now currently trying to kick me out in the next 10 minutes or so. So if you could expedite your
I'll
process,
use
turn slightly.
the herd.
Everybody 2 to the 1 sign. As you go and leave, you feel like he might have let you go before you had rammed him in the leg. So as you go, he gives you a parting pat with the chainsaw. Sheep 2.
I guess I'll herd just for the fun of it.
Okay, so everybody 2 steps towards the 8. Just move your fallen comrades.
Sorry, guys.
Man, no worries.
Yeah, sorry.
You're in sheep heaven now.
Sheep number 4. Okay, roll your direction.
The sheep thing doesn't have a direct direction.
You roll the damage, the D8 damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It does. The sheep move doesn't have a damage.
It moves in the same direction that the last.
Oh, I
sheep
thought it
moved.
said herd. Yeah, if you read the thing, it says move squares in the same direction as the last sheep, which was to the number 8.
8.
So you may move 2 to the left. One more. The friendly farmer shakes his oddly compelling grain bag Sheep number 4, take 2 steps unwittingly towards the friendly farmer. He's got that delicious grain you like so much. And as you reach forward to nibble your little nose inside his grain sack, he shears off just the lightest layer of fluff from your little body. He looks around for the lowest number sheep, sees not him, but he will actually. What do we have? 2 and 4, yeah. So with kind of a queer smile down at sheep number 4, he wanders forward, his little baggie held out, comes up to sheep number 2, and just takes a little bit off the top. Sheep number 2.
Okay. I guess I'll wander then and see if that saves me.
With a sad smile and a little bit of a trim before he sends you off, you will wander down to
So I go
towards 4.
towards 4, right? Like this? Or should I have gone diagonally? Because I didn't know.
Yeah, you'd be more like here-ish.
Alright.
Perfect.
Avengers.
Sheep 4. Sheep 4 wanders a couple more steps towards the number 4. The friendly farmer shakes his grain bag of goodies again. Sheep number 2, being the lowest of the sheep, take 2 steps unwittingly towards the friendly farmer. As you pull up that tempting grain bag in your face, unfortunately, instead, you get the business end of the chainsaw.
Ah.
Well, all my friends are dead.
Alright, just give me half a sec. Hopefully everybody is still here. I will share. Did that open up for everybody?
Yep.
So you can
Yep.
click on the little eye and kind of read through all of the stuff, all the flavor text in that, as I just tabulate everybody's points, and then I will give you the order in which you can each pick one of these items.
Ooh.
Oh, I know. These are so many fun items.
Yeah.
I like the sheeply adornment one.
Oh, not you too.
Yeah, all of them. All of them
Okay,
are
if you
super
just-
light items.
I've got to start packing the last of my stuff. I'll kind of leave this up. Sorry to kind of cut this abrupt, but I'm being kind of kicked out and I'm already 2 minutes behind. So again, sheep 3, then sheep 1, then sheep 4, then sheep 5, then sheep 2, then sheep 6. If you will just go onto my Discord channel and say which item that you want, and I'll make sure you get it by the end of the day. If you have your character, you can load your character up and pull it out of the party sheet, but I want to know which one you get just for tracking purposes. Again, thanks. It should have been a little more whatever, but I had people in and out of my room and stripping down the bed that I'm sitting on and now removing me from the premises. So
Can we pick the same item?
nope. Unfortunately, there's one of each.
So what does number 3 want so we know what we can pick and can't?
Let me see. I'm still not quite sure. But I think the circlet of sheeply adornment.
Just type it into the Discord eggplant chat room.
Goodbye, stream. I know the chainsaw was a little unsettling. Thanks everybody for watching. Should have been a little more, but shit happens, right? I mean, bleep happens. Chainsaws happen.
Meh happens.
Meh.
Meh.
You mean sheep happens.
You've left the battlefield behind you, staggering away, concentrating on the almost impossible business of putting one foot in front of the other. You leave the bodies of friend and foe alike to the crows, unable to face the relentless gaze of death once more. You're one of the lucky ones. You're alive. You have to carry on, to keep going for the hopes of the dead you left on that field. You did everything you could, but it was not enough to save those who died there. You lurch, walking without thinking towards safety, your home, White Moon Cove. Impossibly, your faltering feet bring you into town, and you stumble into the Axe and Thistle. Mutter your order to Perrin, the innkeeper, and sit at a crowded table. The noise of the throng swallows you, but as you study the froth on top of your drink, hardly having the strength to raise the tankard to your lips, you hear a commotion behind you. Mayor Barrow Godwin is elbowing his way through the main room of the Axe and Thistle to jovial catcalls and heckling. He leaps atop his usual table and quietens the crowd.
All right, lads and lasses, settle down, settle down. Now, I do not mean to interrupt the celebrations for too long. The gods know we've all earned it. But these sodding fish people have left a stain on our lands and on our spirits. The morale of the people of Ruined Oak, and even us here in White Moon Cove, has taken a cruel blow after the attacks, especially when they kicked us out of our own town. This situation needs to be remedied, and fast. So, I am hereby announcing Arenaweek! Competition for everyone, to usher in a new era of peace and prosperity. Well, maybe not peace with you lot around, but you know what I mean. A challenge for the greatest warriors and mightiest mages. And you lot who are just off the boat as well, we won't forget you. There will be prizes galore. Gather all your friends and allies for a week of frolics and mayhem. It's up to you, band of hooligans and magicians, to put on a show and remind them all who we really are. I'm expected to have my blooming socks knocked off. But first, a toast to our conquering heroes.
You notice that Barrow and all those around you are looking at you. Perhaps you are a hero after all.